Alright, so with water landings, it's actually kind of easy compared to landing on a runway. We're going to fly it on, kind of like doing a soft field, but we don't want this real high nose up attitude where we touch the mains and all that stuff. We want to land sort of in that same on-step boat profile we'll have, which is why I like to do the first couple, so you can kind of get an idea of what we're looking for in touchdown. Being that we have miles and miles of water, it makes it easy enough to just go down there, fly real low over the water, and get an idea of what that touchdown feels like.
Is that the bridge right there?
That's the bridge right there.
Oh, yeah. Probably kind of line up with the water.
Yeah, you just go straight at it. Alright, in fact, we're going to start a little bit of descent now, so you can power back to about 3,300 RPM. And in this airplane, don't go for perfection on those, just get it close. Alright, so you can move the throttle back, there you go. Now the weird thing about a pusher prop on top, when you pulled your power, the nose went up instead of down. When you add power, the nose is going to go down instead of up. So we find ourselves a lot of times doing appropriate controls that don't make sense to what you were originally taught.
4,000 and heading for runway 24 Burlington.
Our water landing checklist in this thing is we make sure the gear is up, and it is. We got a gear up indicator. This is back here.
Oh.
Our landing lights are set to pulse, and turn on the bilge pump switch. That way, if we do take on any water, it'll just blow it right out.
What about like protocols for landing?
As far as...
Do you like notify anybody and make us
Nope.
just land?
No, I'm monitoring the airport down here, so if somebody's in the pattern when we're going by, I'll let them know. But no, we're just listening and mostly looking. The number one gotchas for seaplanes, see all those wakes down there for the power boats?
Yeah.
Yeah, so those are the ones that will just wreck our day. It's not hitting stuff, it's not, obstacles, it's those wakes that you don't see. All right, good, so 60 knots is about the airspeed we want for all the things in this airplane when it comes to takeoff and landing. And looking ahead, I'm already seeing that is just filled with boats and people going around. So we probably won't be able to get a landing in here. Well, we might be able to get one in this first area. So my controls,
Your control.
my controls. So again, we're not looking exactly for perfection on power settings and speeds. What about 60 knots? Looking outside, I'm picking a point. I want to land sort of to the right and past this first boat, but be able to get up off the water well before that second boat that we go around the corner there. The other thing we're looking for is what's the wind doing down here. It's going to be pretty different from what we have right now, tailwind. So I'm looking for flags. If that doesn't work, we're looking into these coves to look for areas where there's sort of calm water and wavy water to show us which direction it's going. And what's been happening a lot here recently is that it's kind of calm down on the water compared to what it's doing up top here.
But fairly calm.
Yeah.
Except for a windy patch right here.
Yeah. Alright, so that little line in the water or whatever that is sort of my target line for touching down. So I just get down here in the ground effect.
Wow.
And yeah, we're just gonna back the power off just a pinch. And there we are, we're on the water. And so you feel this touchdown attitude?
Yeah, just
Yeah, we are a, motorboat now. Now we're going to power up. There's some weight. Excellent, thank you both. All right, at this point we're just going to fly down the channel, trying to stay as far away from anyone as we can.
a lot of boats.
Keeping it over the water, it is a lot of boats. So we're going to hang right here and go around those boats instead of right over them. fly us down this channel. There you go. And we don't want to go too fast. We just, in this airplane, get used to, we are a really slow airplane, and we just cruise around, enjoy ourselves, going about 70 knots.
And probably pull back on the throttle.
Yeah, you can pull back throttle a little bit. Somewhere around 4,300 RPM, 4,000 RPM for you and me is gonna let us fly level at 65, 70 knots. Yeah, nice. Okay, so that this little trawler or whatever it is cut out a pretty good V for us.
Okay.
So we're gonna go and touch down in that.
Your controls?
My controls, you can be on there with me though, so you can feel what's going on.
Okay.
Watching out for big wakes that we can't see in the glare here. Alright, so we're just right here into ground effect, pulling the power back just so we come down nice and smooth. There's the tapping, we'll throttle up, get back off the water since I'm staring into a bunch of glare here. Good. So we are going to follow this water and it's going to turn right and then turn left over here.
All right.
So you got the airplane.
I control.
Your controls.
Guess the party was back there.
Yeah.
Empty here.
That orange buoy, we'll go past that on the left. This sort of keeps us away from being over the state park, and it keeps us away from flying a little too close to the Mountain Lake Airport.
It's weird, all the rules that normally apply kind of don't apply on
Right, for takeoffs and landings, you can get as close to things as you need to. Now we'll always want to, get as much space as we can from them.
I think a good place to touch down here.
That looks like a really good place. Alright, so straight ahead here, so we're not looking into that glare. Alright, so I'm going to let you walk us through it, and I'm going to have the control, my hand on the controls with you to make sure it goes right.
Alright, throttle down.
Yep. Just a little bit. You're sort of looking outside, keeping that pitch attitude.
Mountain Lake traffic, seaplane 5200 for Tango, departing runway 23 to Mountain Lake.
Traffic, Shell 35 Sierra Papa, we're on the water just past the body airport, down low here.
Alright, I'll keep an eye out for you then.
Alright, good. So you're in ground effect, and now we're going to power back just a little bit until the airplane can't quite maintain its altitude. And then boom, you're on the water.
Oh.
Alright, we bounce a little bit, that's okay. Now let's power up. And we got to pull back as we power up. Sweet, first water landing.
That's our symbol.
Alright, now you can power back to 4,000 or so. And just fly around nice and stable, about 50 to 100 feet off the water like we are here. Left, go around that way. Let's see what the dam is doing. right out here, so we won't do a landing right here. We'll go maybe past these islands and see what's up.
Sounds good.
So this is looking pretty good over here. There's a boat there, there's a boat there. I don't see any boats right here in front of us. So
Super calm spot right there.
Yep, let's land right up there. Good, our landing check is still complete. Yeah, power back to about 33. Look outside, pick you a point to reference out front. Just get us to about 3 feet off the water there. Yeah, right about here. Good, hold it there. Just good.
Feel it drop.
Yeah, we're on the water. All right, we're going to step taxi a little bit unless it gets bumpy. So we're just going to power up, not with the intention to fly, but just the intention to stay as a boat.
Get a feel for it.
Yeah.
Really does feel just like a boat.
Yeah, pretty much. The difference is if we want to turn, we got to use our feet, right? We just do whatever's necessary with the ailerons, keep the wings level.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. And if we get too slow, then we'll get off step and we'll go into displacement, which we'll do one of those before we leave.
What does that mean?
It's just getting off step, like when you start a motorboat and it's like in the water instead of on the water.
Oh, yeah. So are we hydroplaning now? Is that?
Well, we're on step is what it's called. But
Okay.
yeah, we're just going so fast that the boat is planing instead of sinking. All right, so let's add some power. And as we do, we got to pitch back just a little bit. Yep, go full power. All the way up, good. And then we just, like a soft field, just put the nose in a position where when it's ready, it'll come off the water. And there it is. There goes the dam. So we'll do just sort of a big left turn here, staying over the water if possible. Keeping the noise to ourselves. About 1,000 feet here. We got a traffic target painted about 1,400 feet above us and behind us. So we'll stay low. Power back to about 4,000, 4,200, something like that. Good. Now we'll see things lit up from this way, and it's much prettier than staring into the sunshine. Always nice to
Go over that way?
Oh yeah, just let's fly the lake and see what's down here. You can, well, it's hard to see from your position now, but you can see the big foam that we stirred up.
I saw it,
Step
yeah.
taxiing, yeah. There's our crazy looking shadow down there.
Yeah. Caught me off guard. I can see the appeal of one of these.
Yep, pretty much.
A lot of stuff you can't do with a normal plane. that channel, or are we okay on this channel?
Captain's choice.
See something new.
Yeah, I've looked for that place we stayed down here a couple of times.
I was just about to ask.
I know I've seen it, but usually we're whizzing by. Got more important things to keep my eye on.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right or left, your choice. We got plenty of water.
No.
Yeah. Whatever. Just pick one of them.
Not lake traffic, seaplane 521 Victor Tango. Heading up the Blackwater River, we're going to be doing some water work there. And I've got you in sight, Danny.
Roger, yeah, we're just cruising here. We'll get out of your way and we'll go take the other channel.
I appreciate the I'm on a sightseeing ride.
I guess you think you're Danny?
All right,
I'm at
so
about your 5 o'clock now, Danny.
yeah, I got you on ADSB.
Where do we need to go?
We'll take a right.
Loop around?
Yep, we're gonna go to the right this way. We will climb up and over those trees. I got you inside there.
Yeah, Danny, these folks live up Guild Creek, so I want to go see if I can land in front of their house.
Super cool. All right, let's do a landing straight ahead.
All right.
All right, you got it mostly. Let's see, I'll just guard you, but just do what you did last time. So we got a spot picked out up here in front of us, just as a reference.
Yeah.
Your airspeed's looking good. We want to level off, get about 3 feet over the water. A little bit of extra power bump. All right, good touchdown. Power up and let's go. Real nice. Very, very nice. Good. Power back to 4,200. Level off about here. We'll go cruising up that way and give them the river they need. Go find a quiet place and do a displacement land.
It's like in a wave that shows in front of the plane sometimes.
Say that again?
Kind of like a blue wave that'll show. That just,
That's telling you where you're projected to touch the ground.
same spot as last time?
Say again?
The same spot as last time?
Yeah, that'll work. on step and go around the corner just so we have a little bit better visibility.
All right.
You can stand the controls, listen, you can feel what we're doing. See how I'm just a little bit of aileron here and there,
Yep.
just trying to keep the wings level. Yeah, there comes one of those like trawler or whatever thing.
Oh,
We're going to do a right turn here.
You got some ailerons. Become very important on this sharp turn.
Yeah. Alright, so we're going to go to displacement here. So we're just going to pull the power all the way back, and we're going to hold the nose up, and the airplane is just going to kind of sink down into the water, and there's not much we can do about it.
Oh, wow, yeah.
And now it's going to point into the wind.
You're doing that or it's doing that?
No, it's doing that.
Really?
We don't have enough thrust at idle like this to do much about our direction.
Wow.
So if you want to open your little door there, so this one's already unlatched. Use your little latch there to the side.
Oh, then unlatches both at once?
Well, the top one's already unlatched. There you go. And then you can open it. And what I'll get you to do is just keep one hand on there in case the puff of wind slams it closed on us.
Gotcha.
But yeah, now's your chance to stick your hand in the water.
More than I meant to, but.
I've got a towel right back here. Dry off.
Very common. I guess it's okay for those to ride in the water. That's the point of them.
Yep. They are our sponsons to keep the wings thinking in there.
Nice.
Yeah, very cool. We've got a motorboat charging by us, so we'll just ride out their wake before we try to get off the water.
Yeah, that is surreal.
And then of course, if it were warmer, like see all the little beachy areas up there?
Yeah.
And there's some islands over here, so you can maybe just motor this thing right up to it and get out.
You can beat it?
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, I can see why you go for this model over like a, you know, I guess traditional seaplane
Yeah.
with a.
Now you can get full-size versions of this, there's a couple of different types, but it's got the boat hull instead of the pontoon. And you can kind of do the same thing, but again, this one is so light and maneuverable and fun that it's just a very cool little vehicle.
It's like what is it, the Grumman Goose? Is that what it is?
Yeah, that one's a little bigger.
All right, you ready?
Yep. So just gently bring these back into position. Good. The main thing is, yeah, it wants to clip there, so you can just let it down now.
Too high.
There it goes. Okay, that's latched. We're latched here. All right, you got your little bottom one latched. Yeah, not that it matters that much.
I am latched.
Okay. So the takeoff is hard to describe. It's easier to just show you one, but we do a whole lot of back and forth because we're trying to keep the water off a windshield. We're trying to get up on step, but not get oscillating, and just a whole bunch of back and forth.
All right, I'll
All
watch.
right, so our run area is clear. I don't see any big boats, and they went that way, so the wake hasn't gotten to us yet. All right, so we're gonna go full power, and we're pitched back here. Once we begin to come up on step, we gotta pitch forward and start flying this airplane. Once we're up on step, we gotta pull back now so it doesn't drive our nose underwater. And now we're just doing whatever it takes to control it. So we're ready to fly again.
There we are again. Wow. Yeah, that was interesting. So when you went down to Florida, they trained you on this, right?
Yep. Sorta. I mean, the answer is yes, they did. But the weather conditions down there were so awful that, I mean, I didn't get to do any just like nice, normal work. It was flying this thing in 30, or 15 to 30 knot winds.
Oh.
Waves that were way too high to be comfortable. It was good training in the sense that it was just awful. So everything else since then has been pretty easy.
I was gonna say, man, you're just not gonna know how to fly this intuitively.
No, that's a fact. The scariest thing for me about this airplane are the unusual stall characteristics. Kind of just like you have to get used to pulling back when you add power and pitching forward when you reduce it. The stall recovery is opposite sort of that you were taught,
wow.
and I've been doing for a very long time. So where you're taught to like nose over and add power, right?
Right.
And use rudders, this, you pull back as you add power and steer with ailerons. It's just real hard to not have that ingrained.
Right, I mean, you're doing it so many years.
Your control?
My control. There we go this way?
Yeah, we'll go this way for just a bit. I'm still looking around for that seaplane. They're probably on the water. Yeah, see how it's telling us we got 2 gallons of gas on that side now?
That's
because
good.
we sat in the water like this for a while.
So is that the main channel or is that?
The main channel, well, the Take Us Home is back there, but that's a big channel. That's where that other seaplane went, so let's go this way.
Okay, that's what, yeah.
And I see him inside.
Oh, yeah.
35 Papa, we got you inside. We're passing well off your right wing. Yeah, so let's go down this way. Alright, so let's go do a confined area landing here.
Right here?
Well, no, not right here. I'm going to walk you through something. So go ahead and start your climb. We're going to climb on up to about 1,200 feet. Yep, so add your power. Yeah, a little bit more. There we go. We got quite a ways to climb. We got to come in over the trees back here. Very good. See where that smoke is? We're going to head back towards that a little bit. All right, good. We'll level off here. Bring your power back to 4,300. And that tower out in front of us now. We'll go straight towards that. What we're looking for is we're going to pick up the river where it swings back into this finger here.
I got it.
There's some big birds over there. Fair fight. Watch out for them. birds. Alright. So I'm going to take the flight controls. You can stay on them with me. But we're going to be, you can kind of see the cutout in the trees now. We're going to go find that water.
Traffic number 5 for Yankee Confined.
See this cutout here?
Right here?
Yep.
Oh,
So
yeah.
we're going to go around the corner and use a slightly bigger stuff. But on my check ride, we'd go find tiny little places like this and stick it in.
It's a beautiful home.
And
Extremely expensive home.
see, I think the one we were on is one of these, or at least close to it.
When there's an island in the distance, about all I remember. It's kind of in a little cove.
There's a boat up there, so we're going to get on the water quick and off the water quick here. Always love how smooth it is back here.
Oh yeah. Barely even tell you're on the water.
Yeah. All right, your controls.
Flight control.
Okay, that boat's turning. Do a landing just past its wake here for me. Yep. Yeah. Alright, nice and smooth. Get it about 3 feet off the water, ride level. Excellent. You're on, power up and let's go. Very nice. Let's take a right turn. Power back.
Yeah, you can just, yeah, having the engine behind is different. It just,
Take a little bit of right. Go down that main channel there. I just can't remember where. I thought we were all the way down towards this part, but maybe we weren't this far south on the way. Okay, so once we come up around the corner, we're going to head back up towards Halesport Bridge. Climb up just a little bit higher over these boats, since there's no good place to land, it looks like. It's starting to get busy.
beautiful day for it, and it's a Friday, so.
Yeah, so
Hang on.
up that main one there. Yeah, this altitude's good here. If we find some water, we'll put her down again.
Maybe up here past this island?
Yeah. That's a good idea. We'll go to the right side of the island. You can see your channel markers.
Yep.
And once we get on up the channel, if there's calm water, put it down. Got There's one coming, but we got plenty of room.
All right, ready?
Yes, sir. Good. A little less power. A little less power. There we go. Come left just a pinch. Good, right here. Alright, we're getting close to ground effect anyway. This is going to be pretty bumpy. Get ready to power up this weak wave. Alright, good. Let's power up and go. Nice. We'll stay down here about 900 feet as we're passing by the airport, just in case somebody's departing. And up here is your hard right, followed by your hard left. Once we get back in the straightaway, look for somewhere to land.
All right.
Sitting out like traffic. Seaplane 521 Victor Tango is entering a left crosswind, runway 23, spin that lane.
He's over there in effect. Yep. This is where all that practice of steep turns without a whole bunch of load factor and accelerated stalls come in. A little more power. There you go. Yep.
There he is up there.
Power back 4,300 now.
Spin that lane. Traffic. Seaplane 521 Victor Tango is left downwind, runway 23, spin that lane.
So mind me again. Like, okay, I'm doing a steep turn. I'm trying to keep it level. How do I know I'm about to stall?
Well, obviously we get a stall warning horn and buffet and all that. This airplane stalls really slow. We just don't want to ever get ourselves in a position where we're real low to the water like that, trying to find a way to make a sharp turn where our only option is to pull back even more. Good, so we'll keep following the channel. There's lots of boats here, but it looks like beyond this one we're going to overtake, there's some water. We'll overtake him to the right instead of flying right over top of him there. Yeah, it looks like a whole little fishing village or something happening up there now. Okay, well, we won't land here. We'll land beyond whatever's going on up there. Bomb up just a bit higher for me, just as we're going over there, and maybe either go left or right, not right over that cluster of them. There we go.
Go around the island.
Yeah, I'd probably put it in between the boat and the island there, just so we're not going over 8 of the fishing boats.
Right about here?
That's perfect. Now it looks like there is some usable water there beyond them once we make that left turn. Oh, here goes the Sea-Doo group. See all the jet skis on our left now?
Yeah, I saw that. Make sure I have a wetsuit on this morning.
Yeah.
Let's see what we have.
Power back a little bit. going to be not dangerous, but more difficult than you've done before. Come over to the right. Did you see these wakes?
Yeah.
All right, we're going to land in that boat in front of us in his V.
All right.
So we got to come over here. We got a pretty whipping headwind. Good, so we're just going to use his wake as a runway.
Runway 23.
Good, you see that slick part right in the middle?
Yeah.
That's what we want to land in. And then we're going to stay on step because we don't have enough room probably to go over the bridge, or at least not comfortably. All right, good.
All right, cool.
Nope.
Nope.
We're going to stay on step.
Oh,
So
okay.
I'm going to help you here with the taxi.
We're gonna go under the bridge?
We're going to go under the bridge.
I assume we have enough there.
Yep. It's not legal to fly under a bridge, but you can be a boat under a bridge. Doing our best to stay in his wake there.
Doing your best.
Yeah, pretty much.
There's all sorts of things you can do on this plane.
Yeah. All right, so coming out here, we're going to power up. Stay in his channel. And when the airplane's ready, she'll go. There it is. All right, now we're going to climb on up to about 2,500 feet on our way back to Roanoke.
All right.
Even the leaves are starting to change down here.
Yeah, it's pretty. Supposed to be a good fall. Leaves wise.